Go, brother. All right, I got eggs. I got the battery. We got bacon, wraps. I don't have cheese. Ah, crap, I don't have a spatula. Did you bring a spatula?
I didn't bring a spatula.
Jesus.
I didn't bring a spatula.
JoJo's still going for it. I cannot wait until we're past this phase. The complete, absolute meltdown that we had last night.
Oh, no.
4 hours. I finally got her down at 11.
Oh, my God.
Screaming bloody murder. She was screaming so loud that I could hear her in the office upstairs on the other side of the house with her door shut.
Oh, my God. I remember those days, man.
When will it end? When will it end, Tommy? And then she wakes up at 6 a.m.
Is she still teething, or has she got a full set now?
That's the thing. I'm not totally sure.
Because Elle didn't stop until they were like, because once she stopped and then her molars came in, and then it was a shit show again. Declan didn't even care that his teeth were coming in.
He's such a savage.
All right, it's fine.
Oh, give me a second. I'm gonna grab a spatula. All right, let's go. I don't know. Let's see what time is it. 6:09. Gotta get faster than that. Stayed up last night watching football.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the game, but I did select Tampa Bay to win that game.
Oh man, everybody did. Did you see what?
I didn't see. Was it a field goal?
Oh!
What did they win on?
Yeah.
It was a field goal?
Yeah, the Cowboys won.
No, the Tampa Bay won.
Oh, Tampa Bay did win.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I
woke up and my memory had deceived me, and I was like, I can't believe the Cowboys won that game. That's what happens when you get 5 hours of sleep.
That's what happens when you get 5 hours of sleep. Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel like every time I leave, Jolie wakes up. Just screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like my level of compassion from dealing with so much crying has gone down significantly. Like in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, why is she crying? And now I just put on the headphones and
that's all you can do.
Go eat your dinner.
That's all you can do. I mean, I remember like when you get to the point where you're chomping down on your teeth so hard that you're thinking they might crack because you're trying to just hold the energy level in there so that you don't explode on your child, because it does. It just drives you up a wall.
Well, I've got the headphones that I put over my ears now, so
that's a pretty good idea.
I don't know why every parent doesn't have these. Like every single parent, mom and dad, you should have multiple pairs.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be dealing with a screaming child, guaranteed. You should invest in some hearing protection.
That's a pretty good. That had never even dawned. I know my lights are too bright, lady. That had never even dawned on me to just throw them on during and just hit that noise cancellation button.
Oh, yeah, no, I just have, I got the shooting ear protection.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So last night when she was really going for it, I was like, she's got to fall asleep at some point. I just got to wait it out. And I don't feel right just letting her sit in there and scream, because we did give her a couple 15-minute bursts where we're like, all right, not bursts, but sessions where we're like, all right, we're gonna let her cry it out.
Yeah.
And it was just so blood curdling. And like, is this inhumane? All right, I'll go in there. So we went back and forth, and it's funny because like a couple days ago, JoJo, we were discussing letting her cry it out. And so the one night, I got my headphones on, just like the over-ear protection ones. And I'm kind of enjoying like wearing them going to bed because it feels like I'm in a, what do they call that? Like you can't, a desensitivity chamber. What's it called with the saline?
Oh, float tank.
Yeah, but there's no, anyway.
Yeah, what do they call it? Float tank is called...
It's not a decompression chamber, some sort of
I forget. I know exactly what you're thinking about.
I'm gonna watch this again and just be like, you
You're gonna
moron.
yell at yourself
Yeah.
on the screen.
Listen, self from the future. I've only got a couple hours of sleep here, but what was I saying? I don't know, some story about Jolie Cry. There's better topics to talk about.
That'd be
what else
cool
is going
to have
on?
a float tank.
Yeah, they made one on that one
Have you
show.
ever done it?
You know what? I can't say that I have. I've wanted to.
I think there's a place down here too that does.
There is.
Yeah.
I bought a couple for Irene.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, I
She
bought her a
like it?
pack of them. Yeah, she's like, oh, they're relaxing. It's just nice to have no screaming.
Oh,
Or
goodness, yes.
just quiet to yourself.
Oh my goodness. I
Like the
remember.
things that parents will do to pay for a little slice of peace and quiet.
That's exactly what my friend was saying. He did it, and he was like, sometimes you just gotta go somewhere where it's quiet because you don't get it at home right now.
Nah,
It's hard,
yeah.
especially like when you're like every thought you have is just comprised of everything your family's doing, which is fantastic and such a nice situation to be in. But if you got to take care of your own mental space too,
always a
because
but.
like you'll burn it at both ends, you know.
That's what the yakking is for.
That's what the yakking's for.
Getting one step closer to the pack. The pack of just leaving it out at night, going to bed and waking up and being able to grab it and roll.
Yeah, that's the American dream right there.
The bug out bag.
That's the bug out bag, man. Yeah, you gotta have your go bag ready. It's a nice balmy 63 out.
Did you bring? Oh, we don't need floats for it. I keep
Yeah,
like
'cause
thinking.
We gotta see what the middle of this kayak looks like. I can't picture it in my head.
I keep thinking we're like going with the original plan, which this plan is way better.
Yeah, the we gotta. Yeah, I'm curious if we're gonna have some boats go past that are really testing our engineering ingenuity.
Dude, I've been listening to. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if anybody really gets close enough to see exactly what's going on. If the kayakers are that perceptive. We're gonna find out.
I was thinking more just the wake that the boat's gonna make. You know.
Oh yeah. Good call. Well, hopefully it doesn't turn into a crab trap. Yo, so I've been listening to this podcast called Smartless.
Smartless?
Yeah.
I've not heard of.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. It's with Jason Bateman and a couple other guys who are, you know, pretty similar, same level.
Yeah.
But every episode, before the episode starts, they kind of introduce what the show is about.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was kind of interesting.
But they
Just,
pick a topic.
no, they describe it like, we're just three guys and we're gonna talk and you're not gonna learn anything. It's just a lot, like,
Yeah, like
I'm doing a horrible job of describing
the
this.
original idea for.
I really need to get more sleep before these things. Are we recording, by the way?
I hope so.
Do you see a blinking red dot at the top?
Of my mic?
No. The top of the
yes.
camera.
Yeah, it's definitely blinking.
Okay. All right.
Definitely blinking.
Well, unfortunately, we've caught all that then.
All right. You have You got the propane?
Shiza! Ah! God damn it! Ah! Next time. This is so par for the course.
It is.
So par for the course. Well, let me put this cradle back in the car.
Yeah, we're not gonna need that then.
20 minutes late, no propane. Was it worth it?
Story of my life.
Was it worth it?
Nope.
Ah, good grief. Way to go, Chris. Really classing it up with the propane. Wore the jacket today, a little begrudgingly, but 61 right now.
I know, it feels... You gotta admit, this feels pretty nice out right now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, did you grab the creamer? Oh, watch yourself.
The what?
Creamer?
I don't know, I think I did. Did they put it in here or not? I thought I just did.
I'm pretty sure I brought it.
Let me go back and get it.
There's a chance that I didn't, but I'm almost positive I did.
Oh yeah, it was in there.
Ah, first look at the water. All quiet. So peaceful.
You want to do singles or you want to do doubles? What do you do? What do you want to do?
No, two singles. I like the route we did last time.
I did too.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's just look at this guy though.
And
I just want to see what the middle looks like.
yeah. Oh, I guess you could.
Oh, so the front's this way. So this section would be it. So the person in front would probably just have to turn.
Is there any way we could attach a couple pieces of wood to like almost slot in there?
Like, how are you thinking?
Like it's gonna sit on. Like what if it was to sit on top of here?
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And then it's almost like a TV tray.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a couch arm.
Yeah. I wonder if because that little platform. Remember?
Oh, what's up, Wyatt?
That little platform with some like nice 3M tape and stuff might be enough just to kind of stabilize it just for the kayak session.
Stabilizer
you know what I mean?
gimbal.
Yeah. You coming out, man? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You can do what? It is a little chilly.
Yeah.
It's good. You want to double up? Yeah. Okay.
All right. So.
You wanna double or you wanna go single?
I'll go double this time.
Do it. Do it.
I don't want you guys burning me.
You want me to take the long guy out then and put the camera up, or you wanna hold that on your head?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Get old Greenie.
Old Greenie.
Nope.
Got it.
Oh, dude, I got buoys for the crab traps.
Nice.
It doesn't look like there's any crab pots over here.
Huh.
Maybe we could drop them in over here.
Yeah. Do you have them?
I got the buoys in the car. I don't have any like chicken. Just need some chicken.
Yeah, we do need chicken.
A little bit of chicken fry. Hey, it's Friday.
It is Friday.
All right.
Say what? It was a short week because we took off Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, you
Well, I guess we had Monday off, but.
No, you took off on Tuesday too.
Yeah. And I got back to work and
How was it?
It was only 150 emails I had to go through. Not the worst.
But,
Yeah.
Are some of them spam, or is it like every single one requires a response?
Probably like 80% I needed to do something on.
Oh yeah.
But I guess I don't know what I did wrong. But he was like, "Your out of office message never came through." Like as I was sending you emails, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "I definitely set it up." I don't know. So I don't know what I did wrong, but I was like, all that time and nobody freaked out that I wasn't getting back to them. I was like, "Damn, that's pretty nice."
Over a vacation weekend,
Yeah.
people would freak out. I would be a little concerned about the toxicity of your
I know.
work culture.
I know.
Would people freak out if you didn't respond in the
It's not necessarily
past?
like they're freaking out, but like, I don't know, like in research, like they want a response. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's not the answer that they want to be like, yeah, I'm on it.
Right. Something they're doing is contingent on what you're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, well, I have to wait a week for your response.
Yeah.
What am I going to do until then?
Yeah.
I suppose I could understand that. Oof. Dude, wasn't sunrise like 5:45 and when we first did this?
Oh yeah. I was just thinking today about daylight savings when that happens.
Oh God, no. Daylight savings is the dumbest. It's absolutely asinine.
Right?
Farmers don't care.
Right?
Let me speak for all the farmers out there.
I'm surprised that we still have it.
Can't somebody just stand up and be like, listen, this is just completely pointless. Look at Arizona. They don't have it.
I know. I think there's a couple states now that don't have it.
Really?
I think.
Delaware needs to become one of those states. Seems so progressive on the tax front, but the daylight savings where it really matters. Oh, do you have my geriatric noodle for my back?
She got that. Oh.
Is this it?
That's it.
Oh man.
That's her.
This thing is so money.
That's her.
Does Wyatt have one too?
No, he's got the one.
I'm not stealing his, am I?
I don't think it's really. We had bought it.
Oh, you're gonna be in the green boy.
We bought it so the kids could sit in front of us when we took the green kayak out. And it worked, but now they're too old for that, so it just sits in there. It doesn't really matter who uses it.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
I'm gonna get some more coffee.
Yeah, I need some of that.
Oh, you really gotta get faster at getting on the water. When I say we, I mean me. Hi everybody, this is Chris talking to himself in the corner. Pour himself some coffee. Oh yeah. I got maple coffee.
It smells incredible.
That I put a little extra cinnamon and nutmeg in. I hope it's not overpowering. But if it is, that's my middle name.
Overpowering?
Yes. And
That's great. That smells.
And then pumpkin. Yeah, you do it. I don't know how much you want. You do it, Dad. Austin more recently will he'll be in a bad mood Oh, real
That's
quick.
really good.
JoJo, the only way she went to bed last night was I pretended to sleep. So I think in her mind she was like, well, if I cry, there's really no point. He's sleeping. Like, all right, whatever. Might as well just go to bed. But
No!
there's important things in there.
There are. There's bug spray. Down there. Got a big old thing of water.
So I'm gonna need to figure out what mic I've got and then turn it up for Wyatt.
Yep.
Good morning, son. It's okay. You don't have to pay. Everybody knows.
Big karate expert. I saw a headline, something about him.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Huh.
I don't have the other mount for it because we were planning. Let's just get out there. Good grief. Yeah, so with this new with the new movie, somehow he's sucked out of the Matrix back into the real world with all of all the other normals.
Yeah, so then he's just taking. I wonder what trans. I hope they show like what the jump was from the third movie till now. Like what happened that he's on medication and going to therapy. You know?
Right.
Like, how does he?
Tell me more about this man. Am I crazy?
Or maybe they just remember. What was it? What the big thing was? They just it was like the seventh version of the Matrix. So like maybe the creator just snapped the fingers or got all the energy gemstones and created a new one. He's back at square one again.
Yeah,
Test. Test. Your
microphone. Pete, I am in. Yeah, if you wanna.
There it is.
All right. If you want to hop in, and then I'll kind of scoot us off. Put this ridiculous thing on there. Oh yeah, good call. Screw this thing. Get me on water. Hold on. Okay. You think that's enough? Probably. We could scoot. Boogie. Alright, let me get my coffee straight. Alright, scoot away. Good synchrony. Alright. Oh, there's a couple more. There we go. The point of zero gravity. Oh, this is a completely different kayaking experience.
they are. There they are. That is a beautiful looking sight right there.
Are you trying to turn us?
Yep, we went down the little river, the tributary after, on the other side of these houses here, last week. It was awesome in there.
You went down the, yeah, Chris told me you guys went down that branch.
Yeah, let's go down.
Why,
We should
put
go down
that on
again. And,
your shirt, like right on the side, right,
I
like
want to see
here.
if we can. 'Cause we didn't get to the end of it last time. We should try to see if what's all the way down. Have you been to the end of it, all the way down?
No.
Top, like, on your delt.
Where?
Right
Up
next
here?
to your neck.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can try to pick up both of our.
All right.
There's still some pots out,
Alright.
Chris.
Sweet, that ought to do it.
All right.
We'll see. I got a couple buoys for these big crab pots that I got, Wyatt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't see a lot of crab pots all the way down here.
Back there.
Nah,
About
there's-
5 of them back there.
Oh, there are? Okay.
Yeah.
We put them out. Yeah.
You guys ever do some crabbing?
Nah, I don't eat them.
No.
Nah.
Really?
Donna eats them. My wife eats them.
You don't like eating bay spiders?
Nah. The pistachio of seafood.
The pistachio seafood?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Like Jim Gaffigan, that's what he called it. Pistachio seafood.
It's like, I don't really like lobster. I think I just like butter. Like, really, anything will taste good if you dip it in butter.
Yeah.
Are you a butter fan when you eat your crabs though?
Nah, not really with the crab. I'll do it sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's like available.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a sucker for the fake butter, actually.
What's the fake? Like the
I don't
margarine?
know. It doesn't coagulate when sitting out. It does an extra good job of clogging your arteries and giving you all sorts of cancers. That's what I like when I eat my bottom feeders. What about you?
Yeah, not when I don't dip the seafood in it.
Yeah.
I could douse it in as much Old Bay as I possibly can find. But the I'm a big fan of leaving the butter out in the room so that it's nice and soft when you go to use it though. That is the ticket. Because my grandmother used to always have margarine in their house. And that, I mean,
Not the same.
it's not
dude.
the same, but as a kid, you could slather that stuff on as much white bread as you could possibly find.
Lobster's like a delicacy now. Back in the old days, they used to feed it to the prisoners up in Maine and all, in Massachusetts.
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that. It was such a. They had so much of it. It was like it was nothing back then, and all of a sudden, now it's a big delicacy. And
Yeah.
it costs an arm and a leg.
Well, didn't they? This is old folklore, according to my pops. He said that they developed it to fatten farm animals up, but all the farm animals ended up getting too sick,
Oh, yeah.
Margarine.
and they invested too much money to let this technology go to waste. So they started marketing it to humans, and now we're the sheep.
Is any of that true?
I have no idea.
I need to look that up.
Doubt it.
It sounds
Doubt it.
too real.
It sounds too conspiracy-esque.
Wouldn't doubt it.
How would you develop margarine just to feed the ant? Like, what animal would just eat this margarine coagulated oil?
I don't
We
know.
go up
Sounds
that
like
way
a-
again. We going that way again?
Yeah. But that tub, it wasn't bad, especially on a grilled cheese. Oh, my grandma could make a delicious white bread and margarine grilled cheese.
It does sound pretty good, actually.
What? That's just a massive amount of processed crap right there, though, isn't it? You got the American cheese with white bread and margarine. My goodness.
Dream sandwich.
and they used to buy the diet caffeine Coke, caffeine free diet
Oh
Coke,
yeah.
and I mean it just basically tastes like cardboard that sat in water for too long. Is really what it tastes like. And I used to slug that stuff down because my mom didn't buy soda, so I was like, every time I'm at my grandparents' house,
This
I
is
couldn't get enough of
delicious.
it.
There's no point to it.
No.
No sugar, no caffeine. What
That's
fun is
dumb.
that?
I got a friend of mine in my local peanut. Did you
Yeah.
ever meet him? Jimmy Thompson.
No, I've heard you say that name though.
He's when he got in your local as an apprentice, he was probably 150 pounds. Now he's probably 250 pounds, and he drinks a 20-ounce soda every day. Every day.
Every single day.
I keep telling him every time I see him, them things are gonna freaking kill you, man.
Oh, I need to get a picture of this one.
He is. I call him Donut now. Instead of Peanut, I call him Donut. Oh, this is beautiful.
My goodness, the water back here is, it's untouched.
Yeah. Feel like in Lewis and Clark right back here. Unexplored territory.
Lewis and Clark.
You guys ever go up to the end when you do this?
We didn't make it all the way down.
No, not the end of here. Just take a right out of my house and go down to that end.
Oh,
Have you
no.
done that
How far
yet?
down does it go?
It only takes you about 15, 20 minutes to get to the end,
Yeah.
but it's really cool when you get to the end because there's nothing there. You get past the houses, then you go through this like opening, and then it's nothing. It's all just weeds and all. And I always go that way and see a lot of heron back there. And
Yeah.
That's cool.
different
We should
stuff.
check that out
Ducks.
next time.
It doesn't take long, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool when you're back in that area. And there's one area you can go off to the right, and it's real shallow, and there's a lot of stumps sticking up. You got to be careful, but it's pretty cool back in there.
And there's not a lot of locations at the Delaware beaches where you can just be with nature.
No. But
So when I first moved down here, I was going down there and taking all my pictures of everything. I always would see a lot of birds and stuff back in there. That house is nice, yeah.
it is. We were saying last time how those cedar shingles are awesome, but they're probably too much maintenance.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever look into getting them?
Cedar shingle?
Yeah.
We were talking about it when we put it, but you gotta, yeah. You talking about those brown ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta keep treating them every couple of years.
Yeah, you gotta keep, it's almost like painting them. And as I said, I don't want to have to do something like that. That's why we got
Yeah.
vinyl. You see that fish jump over there? That thing was about
I missed it.
good 6 inches out of the water.
Gotta get there.
That house is
You know
nice,
why,
man. I like
Delaware's the first state?
First state that signed the
it. Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay. I completely forgot why.
Yes.
Like, did Christopher Columbus, he landed on the Delaware Beach shore, right?
Yeah, he set up shop right in Dewey. He
Set up
actually
shop.
You want to hear that?
he founded the Starboard.
Yeah.
Let me take one more.
Okay. Yeah, they landed at the Rusty Rudder.
Yep.
And that's where they first, you know. Which one you got?
That's
These
a
things are
hybrid.
fantastic.
What's that?
These things are fantastic.
I know, man. They're just like way too convenient.
There you go.
I do too much of it because it's so easy. Just sitting there next to me on the table. And I'll just
Yeah.
reach over and grab it.
Dude, that's tropical. That's delicious.
That's a hybrid. I don't know if you've had that one before or not.
That's a hybrid.
Yeah.
Nice.
They got the indica, the sativa, and then they got a hybrid.
We've got the
Tommy got it for me down in, well, Charlie, I guess, actually got it down in D.C.
yeah. We're heading down there in a couple weeks. DC. Gonna take the kids to the Smithsonian.
Oh, cool.
cool.
I did that with Elle a couple
Yeah.
years ago. We need to do that again.
Bet she appreciated that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to get down there and see the museums.
Great. You get some of the best museums in the world, and they're free.
Yeah.
All kinds of good food.
Yeah.
Especially good, like.
Courtney lives right
food.
there. Just stay with her and go in.
True. Yeah.
Did you see that fish fight?
Uh-huh.
One was
It torpedoed out of the water.
Oh really?
It was
yeah.
wild.
Oh,
there he is!
There he goes again.
That guy's jumping, man. He's a pretty good sized fish, too.
It was. That sign back there said that they're celebrating 65 years of marriage.
Oh,
Is that what it said?
oh wow. I wonder what their nothing fights look like. Do they even have them anymore?
I hope they don't. Right?
What
You
else?
gotta,
Like, how could you possibly have anything to fight about?
you gotta hope that at some point it just is perfect symmetry. Like at some point you can just both be completely happy and never argue about anything.
If I was still married the first time, I'd be married 42 years.
42.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at that guy.
that was awesome.
You got any squid roaming around in these parts?
I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool. There's no octopuses.
Yeah.
You call them. We don't have any down here, do we?
Not that I know of. No.
No, I think they're only warm water.
I'm-
No, that's probably not right, because they have them over in Italy.
There's all
That water's
kinds of
not,
octopus
not
Yeah.
that water.
species, though. Have you seen my octopus teacher?
No, please go on.
Oh, Wyatt, have you?
Seen your what?
My octopus teacher?
Nah.
It's a pretty heartwarming story. That's true.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
documentary.
You've seen that too, haven't you? My
Um,
octopus teacher.
I don't think
Where
so.
the
See
guy
that?
dives.
The guy goes down and where's he at? Australia or something, or South
There's a blue bear.
Africa?
Yeah, I think it's South Africa.
And he goes down. There's an octopus. I only saw like the first half hour, 45 minutes of it, but it was pretty cool what I was watching. I never did finish it.
What's it about?
This guy goes diving and sees an octopus, and he's thinking to himself, how would my interaction be different if I was to like come back here day in, day out? Like, what would it look like? I would know this area so well, like the indigenous natives from a trip that he recently went on somewhere else. And so he started doing that and saw a little octopus, and they kind of became friends. But like it was pretty cool. Like the octopus would come up to him and like one time just was like chilling in his arms. He's just sitting there petting this like pet octopus.
Wow.
And then all sorts of stuff happens. Some animal drama, and it's a good story. It's
Interesting.
yeah, it's way more. It'll make you way more sentimental about octopus than
I know they're like wildly intelligent.
yeah.
Does that come full
Unbelievable
spectrum in this thing?
Yeah, it's informative too, because he was like, when he first described it, he was like, there's some weird looking thing down in the water, and there was like shells and this odd shape, and then it like shot off, and he's like, oh, it was using camouflage.
Wow.
Like, that's pretty smart.
Wow.
They're-
I think,
Yeah, they do that. They camouflage themselves. There's a couple on Instagram that I saw a couple different clips where one went into a jar,
Yeah.
put his whole body into this jar, you know.
through like a tiny opening.
Yeah, it didn't look like there's no way he could fit in there. And then they had another one covering himself up with sand and some shells and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
just laid down and they just watched him camouflage himself. It was crazy.
Huh.
But I saw a thing where they could change colors. They were putting them on all these patterns. They put them on a pattern like a white and black square floor, like 12 by 12 square.
Yeah.
And he blended right in with it. Changed his colors to match it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, all octopus have that ability
Yeah.
to change their skin color.
Yeah.
And all octopus abandon their young, like, I don't know, right after they're born or before they're born.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So all that intelligence is learned on their own, whereas like killer whales will show each other, like, oh, if there's little bubbles underneath this iceberg to kill the seal, you can get yourself a nice snack.
Right.
So they'll pass that on, like kind of wolf pack of the sea. and communicate with each other. But the squid is one of the smartest and strangest animals yet. It hasn't learned from anyone else. But imagine if it had and it was passing down information. Would it be smart enough to actually communicate? Would they have, like, what would their language look like?
But how? So they don't have any
Solitary creatures.
like they don't they don't make a noise, right? There's no noise that they make.
Yeah,
Correct.
there'd have to be some sort of sound language.
But what if they got 3 brains, right?
No, they've got a brain in every tentacle.
A brain in every tentacle?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, their nervous system.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty cool. So, if your arm falls off, what does that feel like? Do you no longer no longer have empathy? Are you like a sociopath?
That's so strange. That's so strange.
Or do you
Wow.
lose your ability to see? Like what?
Wow.
Or are they all kind of duplicates and you just have 8 backups of the same hard drive?
That's an interesting thought.
Or is that your processing power? Maybe you're just like 1/8 slower.
Huh. I mean, like you gotta wonder. Do they all work in tandem or do they all work independently?
Exactly. That's the question.
Because if they work independently, I'd sign up for that. I would like to have 7 more brains. You know what I mean? Like you're only working them each 3 hours and change out of the day, right? That'd be
what, like,
be the way to do it, right?
how much stronger your sense of smell and sight
Oh, yeah.
would be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. I heard something on the AI topic.
Oh yeah?
The guy said when like with the idea of like Neuralink and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
4 ducks.
With the idea of like Neuralink, when like you have that symbiotic relationship with like hardware and technology and silicon, basically, that if you get to the point where like you're super intelligent beyond anything like humans have seen before, like he basically was saying like your ego and your sense of self like basically goes away, but it wouldn't be possible to get that back because you're forever changing like your brain chemistry as far as like the input of it. So you would never be able to get like the feeling of yourself back ever again. I was like, that is so depressing to think about.
So strange, but like, what if you enjoy your new self better than your old self?
I guess.
What if
I
you're
mean,
like, new self's new and improved? Why would I want old self analog?
yeah, like you would think like if at that state you'd think back to like what it was like, but are you just looking at it like, oh, I was basically an ant as far as intelligence goes?
Yeah.
Why would I ever go back to that?
I mean, look at a phone to get answers to my questions. How archaic. You know?
Right?
How far off are we from some sort of a Google Glass, Apple Glass scenario?
Isn't Apple working on?
I've been hearing about this for like over a decade.
Yes, they absolutely have taken their sweet time with it. But I will say, I mean, if they
Hold on, let me check this thing real quick.
if they get it to the extent of what the first iPhone was, you know, as far as that, like, that was game changing. Like, that would be amazing to see that kind of technology flourish.
It would be. It would also be a little sad because it would. Uh-oh. Is this pointing up?
Kind of down.
Oh,
a little
Pointing
bit.
down?
Yeah.
Fish just
I
jumped
saw that
behind
one,
him, way
yeah.
out, man. Look, there he goes again.
Oh!
That dude was damn near a foot out of the water.
Ah, son of a. I think I put this in backwards. Well, I definitely did.
Oh, so on the other side of this is that pond
Nah,
on 24?
nah.
Mm.
The
No?
pond's across from my end. If you take a right and go straight down
Oh,
my,
really?
my end.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is farther up. After you pass the pond,
Yeah.
you'll go another quarter mile, half mile, and this is where you'll see this on the left. And on the right, it is kind of marshy, but it's not like a big pond.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were saying too, Al. I think given the choice, setting up on the bay with a waterfront property is the best way to live down here instead of the ocean, because you got more privacy back here.
Yeah. You got more options too, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I guess you can't beat the ocean there, really. The view at the ocean, seeing out forever and not seeing.
It is
More to
spectacular.
look at over here, though, and you don't have to deal with nearly as much traffic.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the way to go. It's
I
just
love
gonna
this
keep getting
this
worse.
neighborhood, man. We're back out of we're not in the hustle and bustle. And if we got to do something, we can go right up the long neck and not have to worry about going near Route 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Get
if you have to drive through that beach traffic to go to the grocery store,
Oh man.
you'd have to plan your entire week around the
Yeah.
traffic trends.
Yeah.
I go, it's 5 o'clock. Guess I'm not doing anything today. Gonna
Yeah.
take a nap.
Yeah.
So yeah, how far off do you think we are from this augmented reality world where you just put
The
on some
hell's that?
glasses and
I think it's pretty close, man, because I was saying, if they, you know how, like the first iPhone, like compared to what we can do with it now, like it was pretty limited in scope compared to what an iPhone does in today's world, you know, as far as like the hardware that was in there. But if
Yeah.
they can get the glasses to an extent where it's as game changing and it's as life altering of having those glasses, I think they would be able to really take advantage of it. Because I mean, like what you have, the Oculus, is that what you have?
yeah.
That is amazing technology, and if you can get it, because you're not doing that type of intense graphic, you're like with glasses, like it just needs to be something. It's such a limited,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
it
view.
yeah, I guess it doesn't need to be like super intensive, but yeah, like looking around and seeing little pins and being able to learn more, or scanning your face and show me my previous interactions
Yeah.
on Facebook,
Yeah.
or like I can see our friendship right away, like, oh,
Yeah.
here's our common friend, oh, that's how I know this person, because I'm constantly doing that. But also think about it this way, you know, the internet has changed so much. At first, everybody used a desktop. So all these websites that people developed for old technology were, you know, in desktop and that type of orientation. Then we moved to mobile, and everybody's like, oh, mobile first. It's gotta be responsive. You gotta have all this crap. So now we're going into something that's like a paradigm shift, way different than desktop or mobile. So you're going to have an entire new industry, or businesses are going to need to pivot to supplement this new design of augmented reality. And
Do you think that
yeah,
it'll bring back any of the, or is that it'll take away from technology being a distraction? Like I still think obviously people will be browsing Facebook and everything that they do right now with a phone, but do you think like it would be great to see the world like go from this to like looking up again? You know what I mean? Because everybody's on their phone all the time,
I know.
driving,
It's only
walking,
getting worse.
you know, dinner table, everybody's on it. And it's such a shame.
But yeah, I think it's just going to start to be the new normal as it feels more
Yeah.
organic and natural.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then also imagine all of the advertisements you're going to start getting. And we were talking about this with Neuralink. Could you imagine not being able to turn off a Pepsi commercial?
In your own head.
You're like, why? I hate Pepsi.
Why are you showing me this again? That would
I'm
be.
sleeping. Can you imagine if it glitched out and it was playing on repeat loud as hell?
You know, I was thinking.
Tech support's all automated. You got to deal with like a fake Elon Musk. Hello, and thank you for calling Neuralink.
Oh my God.
Press 3 for disconnected.
How awful does that sound? How awful does that sound?
Get this out of it! Sounds like the premise for a Black Mirror
It
episode
does.
of somebody like ripping it out of their head.
Absolutely. Well, that was that one Black Mirror episode where everybody had an implant in their head, and the one guy who was, I don't know if he was a child molester, he was a criminal of some sort, like, you would just have your image blurred out and your voice muted, so for everybody in the world.
Oh,
So you were still alive, but nobody could see who you are or hear what you have to say.
Oh man.
How
Kinda just-
dystopian is that?
It's hard.
Ooh, that is scary. But I was thinking, Elon Musk is a pretty smart guy, because when Neuralink comes out, you know, there's a big worry that if you hook the, you know, an implant up like that to the internet, like you're bound to just have catastrophic failure as far as like security issues and stuff. But when he sent that Starlink up, like he's got satellites orbiting the entire Earth, providing internet, like high bandwidth internet. Like he has the replacement for the internet, because he has nodes all over the Earth. So like as long if you're attached to that internet platform, then you've internet everywhere and stuff. So like putting Neuralink on that platform instead of traditional like cellular towers in the area and stuff would be so much of a better security purpose, you know?
Dude, I would love to hear what the security of Neuralink, not Neuralink, but yeah, what was it called?
I think it's Starlink, right?
Starlink,
I think.
Yeah, everything's linked, except for the boring company, and well, Tesla.
Yeah.
So what was I saying? Yeah, it would be interesting to hear what kind of security they've got. If this is it's kind of like a new internet.
Yeah.
It's not really new,
Yeah.
but it's like the Gen 2.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, right. I do see exactly what you mean now. I know exactly. Yeah, I know where this is. Okay.
So this isn't the little pond.
Nah. Now when you come,
Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
oh yeah,
Oh, what's that? The little canal through there?
Yeah.
looks like a little canal goes back to that house. Yeah.
Dude, that is a real
I wonder if
sneaky
they, like,
spot.
I wonder if they put that in like a long time ago, or if it was like that when they moved in. Maybe it was like that when they moved in. Who
How
knows?
cool would that be? Have your own secret private canal.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Go crabbing back there.
Yeah.
Nobody could swing by and mess with your stuff.
Yeah. I guess you have to be pretty ballsy to put that in yourself. And then, because if your property ever flooded, you'd be like, I'm an ass. Like, that's completely my fault.
Yeah, if the bulkhead deteriorates and
You know?
starts eating into the neighbor's
Yeah.
lawn.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I'm just gonna move and
sorry.
change my name.
Yeah, I got some tape I can give you, but
Good luck with the foreclosure. Anyway.
Yeah. As soon as you get in the water, like I was saying, if you go down to that dead end,
yeah.
that's where the pond's at, across the street from there.
Yeah.
And this is about, when you take a left out of our development, this is about a half mile up. This is, I think, this is after that light. You know the new light they put in?
Yeah,
Oh,
Holly
yeah.
Mount.
This is
Yeah.
after that.
Oh, this is the neighborhood with the monster houses
Yeah,
that we were talking about. Hey,
Yeah.
anybody need more coffee?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good right now. If when you open it, I'll swing over.
Oh, well,
Are you opening
I
it?
was gonna open it.
Yeah, come over. I'll get a Bobby Topper.
Bobby Topper?
A Bobby Topper.
You know I'll end up drinking it all and being like, oops, sorry, didn't mean to. Uh-oh. Boom.
Oh, that was pretty.
That was graceful.
That was graceful. Completely agree.
Will and graceful. So should we tell Wyatt about our plan?
So this is what we're thinking. We want to get. We have a little platform. And Chris bought a little campfire.
Oh, we only got a
Propane
little tiny
grill.
bit here. It's you, buddy.
Oh, just no. Just give me a little, just like a warming up of the top surface. Perfect. Take the rest.
All right.
So we had, if we did a little platform here in this midsection, a little girl make breakfast out here one morning.
You like that idea?
You like that idea, Wyatt? Oh, okay. That's freaking crazy.
Now that I'm sitting out here, it does seem a little kind of suspect.
It would be
cramped.
It would be. Oh, we got another morning, man. We're going with the tide both times. This is great.
Oh, where's the whiskey?
I know.
The thing fall over.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
Start melting the guy out.
We were thinking too, like, oh, what happens if a boat comes by now and we got these big old wakes that are coming up?
We made a platform for it, so there would be a barrier.
And it's got Flex Seal
But
in.
But the OG
platform.
plan, Wyatt, is we were going to build a little platform for it in between the kayaks,
Oh, okay.
and then put pool noodles underneath it. Well, I was gonna be on a little platform. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Really, really does.
I think it's still a good idea.
I think it's so good.
It's happening.
So silly. Man, school starts back up, and the whole world changes. That's the worst thing about living at the beach. I figured it out.
Oh.
Is that in the summertime, you get so spoiled having hot weather and going to the beach like basically at your disposal whenever you want, that as soon as school like starts, the weather changes, you stop doing, you get into this withdrawal period where you're like, this is life now? I don't get to go to the beach with hot weather all the time? Like,
It's
you
so
get so
depressing.
spoiled.
I spend the majority of my brain power trying to forget what you just said.
I know.
And now,
Because it was you that was saying last year how, you know, you wait all year long for 3 months, you know,
Yeah.
for 3 months, and you get so much in.
there's a lot more than 3 months. So
There
you got the
is.
pre-period as well, where you're just looking forward to it, and it's almost as good as living it.
When
I'll be
February
honest.
breaks, yeah.
Yeah, like March, April, those are phenomenal.
They're motivating months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
They're
finish
great.
line is near.
yep.
And in the fall, you
Look-
oh, look at this.
That's cool.
We're actually we're floating
Pretty nice, yeah. This is nice.
So I had another thing that I was thinking about last night. Like, you have those thoughts right before you go to bed.
Yeah.
But what will the technology be for us when we grow old that was frustrating for our parents? Like video games, for instance. I remember when I was a kid, playing video games was so easy, but I give the controller to like my mom or dad, and they're like, "What do I do?" Or like
Yeah.
give it to your grandma, and she's like, "What do these buttons do? How do you do this?"
Yeah.
Two
The
buttons.
kids gave us a Bose. She gave us the Bluetooth Bose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
A while
what it
ago.
was.
That one,
Yeah,
like
back
years
in
ago?
the-
Yeah.
And we already had the one. What am I trying to think of here? What did we have? We had the one. You know, we were trying to figure out how to plug it in. We couldn't figure out how to plug the thing in. It was Bluetooth. We were trying to hook it to speakers. We're like, how does this thing work? I can't figure out. We're calling the kids up. I can't find any place to plug anything.
That was, because like that's something that we lose now too, which is like new devices for like when you guys got the Bluetooth speaker, like it changed the whole atmosphere of going outside and eating, you know, on that little patio you guys had and stuff. Like, and now we're so submersed in.
You're talking about what technology. When I was little, I remember we had black and white TV. We didn't even have color TV yet.
And we'll be talking about, well, back in my day, there was this thing called a tube TV.
Yeah.
And nobody had 70-inch TVs.
No.
Like, we didn't even have close to a 40-inch.
Do you remember ever seeing those large projector screens like that you could have in your house where they had they had like three bulbs and like like it was like a.
Is that what Michael has?
It was a rear projection TV.
He's got some kind of, he got the projector up on the ceiling that
Oh, the
projects
rear
on the
projector.
screen.
The projector now, but like there used to be this crazy contraption where like the front part of it was like a chest that like you just pulled back and opened up, and there was a red,
Yeah.
green, and
Light.
yellow light or blue light, whatever it was, whatever the primary colors are. And then they would project an image onto the screen that was like, it was literally just like a real thin kind of screen and stuff. But like, I guess somebody at my dad's bar, it was broken. They're like, if you guys can fix it, you know, take it and use it. And they got into our basement. My dad does not know anything about fixing anything of that sort. So I stared at that thing for like 6 months, and I was like, I can figure this out. And obviously, like, what was I going to do at like 6 or 7 years old? Like, I can't go to the store and buy a bulb. I don't know what I'm doing. I was just tinkering with it.
That's how old you were at this point?
I think so. Yeah, I remember it though. Yeah, I just asked my mom about
You
that.
didn't have YouTube. If you had YouTube, you would have absolutely fixed that.
100%. I would have fixed it. Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
It's amazing at YouTube.
But yeah, that's a good point. Like, cause video, I remember, video games were such a huge distraction growing up. But you know, we didn't. I don't think we had. I mean, you had access to them, I guess, whenever you wanted, but it wasn't oversaturated like it is now.
But the fact of the matter is, you could still pick up a control, like as an example of tech, like you could pick that controller up and move the characters around or drive a car.
Yep.
Lost my point.
But has I think I know where you're going. Like, has TikTok and that kind of thing replaced like the video game, or has it just
no? There's still video games, but I'm just talking about technology in general. Like, as a kid, we grew up with tech. So when we grow older, are we going to be kind of like used to using everything digitally? So like user interfaces or integrating with new tech, is that going to be easier for us?
Well, I had that similar thought a while ago. I was thinking like, like, are our kids going to ever be better at technology than we are? Because I agree, like we grew up, like we literally, from its initiation till where it is right now, we've been there tangibly the entire way, which is wild to think about.
I've got clients who are in their 60s, and I am constantly having to like explain how to use Zoom or a web browser or email or how any of it works, because it's overwhelming. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't understand any of this stuff. I don't get it. It's like Chinese to me, man.
But I guess where I do worry though is like everybody has gotten to the point now where everybody, like, if you have a question, you can just Google it. Like, whereas like I feel like maybe like 8 to 10 years ago, if you were resourceful enough at your job, meaning like you would just Google it and find an answer on a forum somewhere, like you were looked at as like, oh, this person is our A game player, like doing really, really well at work. But now everybody does that. So like I feel I get to the point where I'm like, everybody knows exactly where to get the answer now. Like, it's never, you know what I mean? Like, it used to be special. But do they not? No?
Yeah. Let me Google that for you. There's two kinds of people in this world. You got people who can Google stuff and people who ask people to Google stuff.
True. That's a good point.
People are always asking me the dumbest questions, like, how do I blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, well, I don't know. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to send you a link from a Google search and then let you know that's where I found it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll do the Google search, and then it's like I can't find what I'm looking for a lot of times. So like, that's not what I want.
There's a lot of options for Google searching. I have an infographic that tells you all the different ways.
Yeah.
I got to bust that sucker out. Like, if you want to do a site search, for instance, you're like, I know it was this website and there's this article. You do the little semicolon at the end and type in your search query. So you've got the URL, semicolon, and whatever you want to search the site for.
Yeah.
And then it'll give you results. So that's pretty cool. I also use that if, for like SEO, somebody's like, oh, I want this is one of my target keywords that I'm like, all right, well, let's see what page Google thinks is the most important with that keyword. And I'll do the site search, and then that's a good place to start.
Yeah. For SEO, does in almost,
Talk about SEO, bro.
well, I'm super curious, like in an indirect kind of way, does like Amazon and Google basically indirectly dictate how that should work?
Well,
Because they just have a footprint across the web.
yeah, Amazon, I feel like, is more on the hardware side, whereas Google's more software.
Yeah, but what about AWS? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Do they have can they have a tangible like fingerprint
Do
effect?
they work together, or do they work independently? I thought that they worked independently.
Oh.
But like, yeah, who's using AWS? And they're trying to get in everything, man. They're trying to get in pharmaceuticals. What is that?
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
I'm kicking myself for not like buying Amazon stock like at any point in my life.
What is it like? It's Is it $2,300 a share right now?
I can't even look at it because in the middle of the pandemic when everything dropped, and I was thinking, you know what, Amazon would be kind of a smart investment. Everybody's gonna be home, buying stuff from home. Like, duh.
Yeah.
I just get anxiety, and also like I sold all my Tesla years ago, and I had quite a bit. And I hate thinking about it.
Oh,
I hate it.
they shot up there, didn't they? Oh my goodness.
Dude, I had them at like when it dipped to $250 a share before the like 2 splits.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it would have been,
Oh yeah,
like 10 times something,
yeah.
10, 20 times. It's ridiculous. Anyway,
That sucks, man.
we are cruising.
I know. It's so nice.
Thinking about it though.
So that Bayliner, Chris.
Oh yeah, you like that?
That was really what a nice ride that is.
We
Chris,
finally-
ready?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. I'll be sitting in my meetings at like 10 o'clock. Like, why am I so hungry?
You got work today?
Yeah, I gotta work today, Wyatt. Look at
That's a
this guy.
shame.
You gotta work today?
This guy right here. I tell you what.
Why do you think we're doing this so early?
Every day is Friday for Wyatt in the world, you
I was
know?
going to say, what day is it anyway?
Oh, no.
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Don't care.
Tell me what it's like to not be woken up by screaming children. Just tell me.
They don't even know because even when the grandkids stay over, they just sleep right through it. They
Yeah,
don't
we don't
even
even hear them.
They don't even hear them.
Beast mode.
No, man. As soon as the kids they did have jujitsu on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore?
Elle is going to have practice on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then Declan's got soccer Saturday morning. So we were going to be going wildly crazy, but we're not sure. I think we might be doing jiu-jitsu on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock to 12.
Really?
I want them to go 2 days a week because you're paying for it, so you want to get the most out of it and stuff,
Right.
and it's definitely beneficial for them. But
And the same for 1 time a week versus 2?
yeah, I'm gonna ask to see if there's any way, or like if they can change that.
You could go like 3 times a week, right?
Well, I think they only have 3 classes a week for the kids: Tuesday night, Thursday night, and Sunday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna check with them. But I was like, if Elle has to do jiu-jitsu Tuesday night, soccer Wednesday night, jiu-jitsu Thursday night, soccer Friday night, and then potentially a game on, I'm like, man, we're running her ragged.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to burn her out at 7. Jeez.
Yeah, she'll tell you though. She's a smart girl.
Yeah, she did. I mean, she did. She was.
Too much for a 7-year-old to handle.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you need to slow your roll.
Yeah,
I
basically.
think we need to talk.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, you come out of your room when you're done crying, Tommy. But you know what? Last night
Verbatim, basically, how that conversation went.
I made a list of things you never thought you'd be as a dad.
Oh, I like to hear this.
And I want to add to it. So number one thing. Oh, hold on. Gotta get to my
Why?
notes.
What is that? Is that like a portable ramp?
I think it collapsed. To me, it looks like it fell apart.
Oh, wow. That could have been recently with the...
Oh, you think it was supported and it just dropped in?
Yeah. It's
Actually, no. It looks like a pontoon bottom.
It does.
I think it is.
That's a little floating deck that I think they just pulled right up.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I think so. Maybe they're not there. But the other deck looks a little janky, right?
Yeah, it looks like that's why I thought it fell in, because the other one looks all slanted.
Yeah, that's not normal. I must say, I much prefer when the tide is at our back. All right, number one thing, and I got a couple. So first one is ninja, which is kind of obvious.
Wait, these are
things that you never thought you'd be before becoming a dad. And
What
ninja
was-
being one of them. Like I
Ninja?
was lying down with JoJo, she was screaming, and she finally, I could see that her eyes were awake, and then like she closed them, and after maybe a minute or two, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can transfer her from the rocking chair to the crib,
Yeah.
and like dropping her down ever so gracefully, missing all the squeaks in the floor, closing the door. There's a lot of ninja. And then second, crisis negotiator.
Ooh, yeah.
Dealing with the craziness, you know, all the demands. Your children are like little terrorists. You're like, I need you to eat your vegetables. Like, I'm going to need a chopper and 5,000 rounds of ammunition.
Everything
There
is
you go, eat your
negotiation.
vegetables.
Yep. I completely agree with those two.
Do your kids negotiate everything?
Everything.
I just thought like my children.
Everything.
I just thought Austin was gonna like grow up to be a lawyer. Or
Yes. Yes. Everything is a negotiation in the house.
gonna be a prosecutor.
But I do let them call me. Like they don't get in, like if they call me out on something, they don't get in trouble for that. Like if they're calling out me being a hypocrite in some fashion or form, like that's fine by me. I appreciate that constructive criticism. You know, I'll take that.
Call you a hypocrite?
No, they won't say that, but like if I tell them to do something and they're like, "Well, Daddy, you did. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy did. You're right. You're right."
All right, you can go eat candy.
Yeah,
stay up
basically, yeah.
till midnight. It's fine.
Yeah.
Dad. Let's see. Oh, existentialist. So you know, kids constantly asking you like, what? Like that first time they kind of realize like they're here. And
Yeah.
they're like, why am I here? Who put me here? What happens? Death is a thing. Like.
Yeah.
At one point, like I said something, I forget what it was, but Austin like realized at that moment that everything had a limited lifespan, and I could just see the gears turning as he's processing everything. And it's a lot to take in for the first time. It was kind of interesting to observe. Just, he was a little bit overwhelmed.
But it's all, I think, I remember, yeah, because Declan went through that too. And it was interesting to see how just with time, like they'll either think about something else or they'll forget that they were thinking about it, or something will preoccupy them to the point where they stop thinking about it, because it was a couple days where like it would come up, not frequently throughout the day, but like enough, like at least once or twice in the day for like 4 days in a row.
Probably what he's thinking about kind of a lot. He
Yeah.
dropped a truth bomb on his shoulders.
Yeah.
You will die one day.
And then another thing that I regretted was there was a older kid at jiu-jitsu, and he was kind of picking on Declan just because he was younger than him
I
and stuff.
remember.
And he was just being a little too aggressive, and and I told Declan, I was just trying to like I was just like giving him compliments, like he did really well, and I was trying to tell him like, good job, like if it happens again, like just just work hard like you just did, and you'll be fine. But I was
he
like,
took it to him the one time, right?
well, no, because then I told him, I was like, I want to let you know, like on Thursday, like he's gonna want to go with you again because you did so well against him. And Declan took that as, oh no, he wants to come get me? That guy wants to come get me? Oh no. And like
got
he was
Declan's face printed out on the door, throwing knives at it.
I felt so bad. I was like, what have I done? I just scarred my son.
All he's thinking about is pacing in a dark, musty room, smoking cigarette after cigarette.
Yeah. Like, it's hard to explain abstractly to a 5-year-old. They don't have those experiences yet.
Yeah.
Look at that would be a cool picture right there, man.
Yeah, look at the heron with all the seagulls.
I posted a photo like this on Delaware beaches online, but boy, it would be nice to get the real camera out here.
Oh yeah, why you gotta follow Chris on that one. Wyatt's an Instagram fan. He's got a new Instagram. What kind of bird? Never mind. Is that a?
The herring?
I don't know.
Oh wait, the white one.
Yeah, the white one's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah. What is that?
I think there's some type of heron.
Oh really?
I think they are. Looked it up once and I can't remember the name of it.
Well, so talking about kids and sports and whatnot, so I'm trying to get Austin jazzed about soccer,
Yeah.
and he is such a sore loser. And I think this is going to be good for him to kind of
Yeah.
learn a little humility,
Yeah.
build a little character.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, we're gonna go play against Declan. He's like, yeah, but Declan's faster than me. But before, remember when it was always, I'm faster than Declan. You're like, no, you're not. I bet Declan's pooping on the potty. Declan gets himself dressed.
Yeah.
And he'd always be like, no, I'd do it better. But now, so he doesn't want to. He's not like super jazzed about soccer because he's afraid of kind of losing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's kind of interesting to see the progression and the acceptance in the grieving that he's having
Yeah.
of not being able to win literally everything.
Yeah.
But
It's definitely been good for that reason too, because there's been a lot of kids that we've seen on like a week-to-week basis where they would freak out if like the ball got taken from them or they lost or they got goal scored, and like as the season goes on, you just accept it. Like, okay, it's gonna go back and forth the entire time. Like, okay, this is just a game. Let's play the game.
It's just a bunch of
Oh, just a bunch of crying. Yeah.
The kid on the team, the coach's son,
Oh yeah.
when the other kid took the ball down and scored, he started crying. He got all upset.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it happens the whole time. Absolutely.
Did you get an email from the kids league saying that you don't have a coach? Because our team doesn't have a coach, and Irene was like, "Do you want a coach?" Like, no, absolutely not. You think I want to watch a 1-year-old while trying to coach an entire soccer team when the last time I played soccer was 1995? I don't. No.
No, I don't. We yeah, because
do it if you would want to do it, Tommy.
Probably.
It's a good take.
I'm probably not gonna volunteer to coach another kid's soccer team. You know.
It's a Mighty Ducks.
Call me old-fashioned, but that's just me.
What's the matter? You don't want to like coach another kid's team while your kids are playing? Dad, did you see me score? Not now.
But L's not gonna. I guess they're the varsity coach of. Did we talk about this? I don't know if we did. The varsity soccer coach at Cape, the high school, kind of runs all of the soccer programs. Like he's a kind of sit at the top of that chain of command.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, he's got a nice situation going on because he's able to see all the kids in the area before they get to high school.
Yeah.
And like their talent level. I'm like, that's a great idea.
Scout
He
them
sees
out,
all the
doing his
talent.
homework.
All the
But,
talent coming up.
There's a little like not a traveling team, but the next step up basically from I guess like the Saturday games and stuff. So Elle's practicing Wednesday and Friday nights now, but she's not going to do the Saturday morning games because she's on this other team now. But no, we
I heard
haven't
she
got.
made- Donna said she made the all-girls team or something.
Yeah, they wanted 12 girls to be on the team, and Elle's the 10th person to be on the team, so she's definitely getting on the team.
Cool.
Are they stoked about the new school? Well, I guess Elle's been going there.
Yeah, she's been going.
How's
Declan
it
had
been?
he's had a good week so far,
Yeah.
and he hasn't come home complaining like at all yet.
It's all new and exciting.
I think so. Yeah.
Not overwhelming.
I think it has, and because we asked him, I was like, were any kids crying? He's like, one kid was crying all day long, Daddy. I was like, really? Like, he was like, the whole day. He was just crying for his mom. I was like, oh, that's a bummer.
jeez.
I was like, you should try to go up and try to cheer him up next time. He goes, okay, I'll try to say hi to him tomorrow.
But Dad, the kid's like total.
He's just a meltdown.
Can't be associating with him. I'm trying to get him the upper echelon here. I got a socioeconomic status to withhold.
Yeah,
uphold.
basically, yeah.
I can't lose everything I've worked so hard for over this last couple of days.
But it's got to be a ton of like peer pressure almost, like to conform when you go to school like that, I guess, at that age. Like if everybody is being quiet and listening, you don't want to be the one standing out, doing something, like talking and carrying on, I guess.
Oh,
Because I didn't know how Declan was going to respond to it, because like he has so much energy. He wants to be doing something, but
Yeah.
I guess being in that situation and stuff, and everybody else not, carrying on, sitting down, looking somewhere.
You're telling me his student body is sitting there and paying attention to the teacher?
I mean, he's got to be squirming. I don't know how much he's getting in, but yesterday we had a little note on the piece of paper that we got assigned each night that said, Declan had a great day.
Wow.
So basically, we're thinking Harvard, maybe Penn.
I know Harvard and Penn are both in the Ivy League, but
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have that kind of money to send my kids to Harvard or Penn.
they are out of state.
Yeah,
There
That's
is
true.
Del Tech.
there is Del Tech. I have heard
If
of
you
Del
don't get
Tech.
to Harvard, you might want to check that out.
You're looking at a guy with a piece of paper from Del Tech. I'll have you know. I shall have you know.
There you go. I went to 3 different universities before finally graduating with a shiny BFA.
Yep, I got 65 credits from the old University of Delaware, and then only I think maybe 8 or 9 of those credits transferred when I switched majors to nursing.
Oh, out of how many?
65. So I had to pay off a little bit of loans on that. So that was money wasted for sure.
So wait, why did you go from Delaware to Del Tech?
It would have taken me way longer to get into their nursing program.
Oh, okay.
So from Del Tech's perspective, I could take some of those prerequisite classes, like anatomy and physiology and stuff.
Yeah.
Like while being able to kind of work at the same time. And so I just was able to get in quicker at Del Tech, so I went there.
It's kind of a hike from a difference, right? For like a drive?
Not really.
Too?
It was probably about a 15-20 minute drive. You just gotta hop on 95 and get there. And then the third university or college that I attended was Wilmington, and then that's where I got my bachelor's from. So as far as more than one, I'm right there with you, man. I was at 3.
Well, nursing is definitely one of those majors where you gotta go to school. But I don't know, as far as all these other programs, I guess it's good for kids to like kind of figure out, kind of ease them into life. Like, hey, you're starting on your career path, but it's still acceptable to just rage go out there and be a wild youth. But you gotta get your stuff.